Hi beauties, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to talk about my recommendations for the upcoming Sephora savings event, and I'm also going to tell you what's in my shopping cart. So if you'd like to find out more, then just keep watching. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for joining me for today's video. And if you're new to my channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button and turn on your post notifications. That way you won't miss any of my uploads. It's a savings event going on. Yes, it is. So the Sephora savings event starts next week on April 4th. I hope that I will get this video edited and up for you guys pretty quickly. There will be 30% off of Sephora Collection between April 4th and April 14th. 20% off for Rouge members between April 4th and April 14th. VIB members will save 15% between April 8th and April 14th. And Insider members will save 10% between April 8th and April 14th as well. I have a lot of products in front of me that I want to talk to you guys about that I think might be items you would want to pick up during the sale. I don't have any Sephora Collection over here today, but there are many products that I love. I'll link a playlist to my previous Sephora recommendations video in the description box. I oftentimes will mention the Sephora Collection brushes. I also like the Micro Smooth powder. There are just lots of products. The brow pencils by Sephora Collection are good as well. The foundations, the concealers. So there's a lot to choose from in Sephora Collection that's really, really good. There's a highlighter that I have that is fantastic from Sephora Collection. Sephora Collection is a great place to shop to save additional dollars. It's already affordable makeup, and then you're going to save 30%. So I definitely recommend that you hit Sephora Collection if there are products there that you're interested in buying. Let's talk about a few skincare items. I have a couple of Paula's Choice products over here. I have mentioned these in previous videos. I've mentioned this first one in a previous video, I am sure, but I definitely want to tell you guys about this again. This is the Paula's Choice Skin Perfecting 2% BHA Liquid Exfoliant, and it does contain salicylic acid. It says it's good for unclogging and shrinking enlarged pores. It smooths and evens skin tone. It is a lightweight liquid that absorbs quickly, and it does have like a small opening here at the top. It is a very thin liquid, so it is like the consistency of water. Really, it is a very loose liquid here, and it doesn't sting when you apply it to your face, and it is fantastic for helping to smooth the texture on your skin. I highly recommend this for anyone, especially if you're a makeup wearer and you wear makeup every day. You really do want to make sure that you're unclogging those pores. But even if you're not a big makeup wearer and you have oilier skin, then again, your pores may find themselves getting clogged. So this is really good to prevent that or to address it. It helps keep you from having a lot of acne, and it smooths the texture on your skin. I absolutely swear by this. This one was actually sent to me. I am on Paula's Choice's PR list, but I was using this product prior to receiving items from Paula's Choice. I fell in love with it from the very first time I purchased it, and I swear by it. If I don't have it, I can tell a huge difference in my skin. This is the Paula's Choice Pro-Collagen Peptide Plumping Moisturizer. I actually have a little short on my channel where I'm applying this, and I applied it in the It Cosmetics foundation review that I have on my channel, and this was also sent to me. It's a pink color. It's a gel moisturizer, and it definitely plumps the skin. It hydrates the skin without adding an oily feel to the skin. It's wonderful. It's a perfect base before applying my makeup. Like, I still apply a primer, but I love having this on. I have it on today underneath my primer and my foundation. It is absolutely wonderful, and I have thoroughly enjoyed this moisturizer. It's great. I've used quite a bit of this, and I haven't had it that long. This is the Caudalie Beauty Elixir, and it says smoothing, glowing complexion, and it is like a hydrating skin mist. It also kind of feels like a toner. It is extremely refreshing, and you will feel the active ingredients on your skin, but it doesn't sting my skin, but I can feel like almost like a pepperminty type of feel, spearminty. It feels like that, like as if I have applied something minty fresh on my face whenever I spray it. And you do need to shake it up because you will see some of the ingredients kind of rise to the top, and you shake it up and it mixes it. And I love using this after I cleanse my skin. I like to go in with this, and then later on before I go to bed, I will apply my other skincare ingredients right before bedtime. So this is wonderful. It's a great pick-me-up, and it's wonderful in the morning or at night. And I think that I have heard of people like using this as a part of their makeup routine as well, maybe to prep the skin or to take down the look of powder. But I just like to use this as skincare. I bought it in like a travel size the first time I used it, loved it so much that I went back and purchased it in a larger size. And this is $49, so it will be great to purchase this during the sale. Wonderful. Let's talk a little bit about makeup. So starting with primer. I have been using this so much here on my channel ever since getting it. I love this primer. This is the Hygiene Energizing and Hydrating Primer Serum. This is on a dropper. There it is. And this is a Natasha Denona primer. I purchased this along with some other Natasha Denona products from her website, and have absolutely loved this primer. It is the primer that I have on underneath my foundation today. It is a primer that adds hydration, and it adds a glow, like it goes on glowy. Your skin looks so dewy when you apply this. However, once I apply my foundation, like right now you see radiance, and I do have this on as well as another product that may be contributing to the radiance. I have on that moisturizer. Like I really hydrated the skin before I applied foundation. So while you do see some radiance in my skin, the foundation does not budge throughout the day. I don't know that I've experienced a primer that does that, that adds radiance, but also locks in your foundation all day and gives you excellent wear. This does that, and I absolutely love it and have been using it like crazy ever since I got it. The final primer that I want to mention, I probably mention in every single recommendations video. This is the Vitamin Enriched Face Base by Bobbi Brown, and I love this cute little jar. It has a nice citrus type of scent, but very, very mild. This one is really good if you have normal, oily, or combination skin. It reminds you of a moisturizer. You'd think that it's good for dry skin. It's really the opposite, and it's really good if you have more oily skin. But dry skin people use this as well. I have heard them talk about it on YouTube. This primer has been my favorite primer for a while, and it has been repurchased by me many, many times. It is absolutely stunning. It gives you a beautiful makeup look. It helps lock in your makeup. It does the job. It's just great. And it is a little pricier as well, but this jar will last you forever. I use this practically every day, and it takes me so long to empty it. I've probably emptied maybe half of it now, and it will take me into 2026. I probably will not empty this year. It's just that good. I have talked about this before. It is part of what I'm wearing today. I have on a combo today, and I am wearing the Clinique Even Better. This is the Serum foundation, and has SPF 25 in it. And I have mixed it with this HAUS Labs Triclone Skin Tech Foundation. 415 Medium Deep Cool is my shade here. And the Clinique is WN 112 Ginger. So the 415 Medium Deep Cool was the shade I chose initially for this foundation, and it is actually a little more neutral than I like. So I have determined another shade that I think is a better match for me, that whenever I empty this, and I am probably getting a little close here, when I empty this, I'm going to repurchase it in a different shade. But I still love this foundation. It's so great. And I like to mix it with other foundations that are a little more warm or have a little more yellow tones in them, which is like this one. This works for me by itself, but I prefer it when I mix it. This is more matte than I would have expected it to be, and just a little different as far as the texture. I got this free from Ulta once I hit diamond status. That's how I ended up with it. For the most part, it's a really good foundation by itself. I kind of like it more with like a little more natural finish, dewier type of foundation, and this one is a little more hydrating than this one, so it's just been a great combo. So I have like a pump of each of these, a little less than a pump because I didn't put it all on my face. That's what I have on today, and it ends up giving me the perfect undertone, mixing them together. This one is not necessarily a recommendation, but I did want you to know that I have it on today, and it is one of the newer foundations that I've been wearing, and it is good. If you are an oilier person, this is a really good foundation for people who have oilier skin, and this one is just great for anyone. This just looks amazing on your skin. It doesn't accent fine lines. I'm 51. I always like tell people my age just so you know I am a little bit older, and this looks great on more mature skin. So it is so good by HAUS Labs. One of my top 5 foundations, I believe, right now is this foundation. So good. Another one that I have mentioned in the past, but I have recently kind of gotten back into this. This is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. I wear mine in the shade 8.5, and this one is a little bit deeper for me. As we start moving into the summer months, this works really well on my skin, and it gives me like a really perfect match. Surprisingly, like it looks more orange, but once I blend it out on my skin, it really looks great on my skin, and it's just this very lightweight, luminous foundation, and it just looks gorgeous on the skin, and definitely is one to pick up if you're looking for that type of foundation. It's a classic. Love that. Another foundation that is new to me but not new to everyone else is this IT Cosmetics CC Plus Color Correcting Full Coverage Cream Plus Anti-Aging Hydrating Serum Plus Broad Spectrum SPF 50. And it says your skin but better. And I actually filmed a video trying this out for the first time and absolutely loved how it looked, and have been wearing it since trying it then. I had tried it previously but didn't want to wear it all the time because I knew I wanted to film that video on it, and I've had it for several months. So now that I've filmed the video, I've started using this daily and really enjoy this. I have mine in the shade Rich. When I apply this, it seems a little lighter than my skin tone, but the next shade seems a little too deep for me. So this is the one that I've gone with, and it looks really good. Like when I tried this on, it was looking lighter when I was first applying it, but then once I bronze and do everything else that I need to my face, it looks amazing. So this is a really good full coverage foundation, and it looks fantastic on more mature skin. So I really have been enjoying this, and even though it's been out for a long time, I definitely recommend it. Those are the foundations I wanted to mention. The concealer that I'm wearing today, I liked, and then I stopped wearing it, didn't like it as much, and now I like it a little bit. I like it again. This is the Kosas concealer, and I probably won't be able to tell you the name of it. All it says is Kosas, but it's the one with the yellow top. One of the things that turned me off initially with it is this cap is cracked. So I don't travel with this or anything. I just sort of keep it upright and in place because the cap cracked at some point when I was closing it, and that made me mad. This is a beautiful concealer, especially for more mature skin. It's very lightweight. It's not too heavy. The shade is a beautiful brightening shade for me. I think I can tell you what the shade is. Let's see, this one is the shade 07, but it is just not too heavy and it doesn't settle in my fine lines. So I've been reaching for this. I have actually been trying to empty products, especially complexion products. I have had this one a while and it should have been emptied, but I will pick up something else and put something aside and kind of forget about it. So I started reaching for this again because I want to empty it. And I was like, ooh, this is really good. I also have on a color corrector, and I'll talk about that in a moment too. My next concealer is this HAUS Labs concealer. I'll be sure to link all of my shades down below. This is 31 Medium Neutral. Let's see the name. This is the Triclone Skin Tech Concealer. So it does have the same name as the foundation here, both in like a frosted bottle, and this one is a little bit lighter than my foundation's perfect highlighting shade. I believe I had this on in that It Cosmetics foundation review that I did. This was the concealer that I was wearing, and I did a top 5 concealers right now that I'm kind of loving, and this one was in the top 5 and might be the #1 spot. This is excellent concealer. Like, so in love with this at the moment. You know, it always changes, but right now I'm loving this. The next one that I want to recommend to you guys is this Natasha Denona concealer. Before I started loving this, I was like super in love with this. This one has more of a yellow tone to it, and I believe it's NY11, so it's a neutral yellow, and it looks actually really good with this. Like, I remember trying this on together maybe a year ago. Like, when I was trying out this foundation, I was using this for the first time, and the two complement each other very well. But that yellow undertone looks really good with my more like neutral yellow skin tone, and I really enjoy wearing this, especially in the summer. It just kind of works. The Natasha Denona concealer is extremely creamy and just so beautiful underneath my eyes. It gives me really great coverage, doesn't settle in my fine lines. Love it for mature skin. The final concealer that I want to recommend, this is another like high-end brand. This is the Givenchy Prisma Libre Skin Caring Concealer. And again, everybody kicks another one. Like, I had this, was loving this, then got this one and kicked it to the curb, then got this one. Like, that's how it works. But this is very, very good as well. This is in 312, the shade, and it is a little lighter, I think, than the Natasha Denona, maybe more in line with this one, maybe similar. And I love this as well. It is skin caring, so again, very creamy, smooths my under eyes, snatched, gives me a beautiful look. Love this, by Givenchy. Fantastic concealer. Definitely highly recommend this one as well. Yeah, I have been seeing a lot on social media about a foundation that's come out, and I kind of want to try it because I love the concealer. Kind of want to try the foundation. I've talked about this a ton in various videos. This is the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Corrector in Mango. I probably need to try some other color correctors, but I really loved the Huda Beauty concealer. So this concealer is also very, very good. So I knew I loved the concealer. So when I saw that she had a corrector, color corrector, I wanted to give it a try because I figured the formulas would be similar and perfect. I actually use a dot under each eye before applying the Kosas concealer today. Just wanted to give a little extra protection there, a little extra something to help the Kosas out. This is wonderful for canceling dark circles. This shade is perfect for me, but it does come in multiple shades. Only a couple of powders to mention this time, guys. The Mario powder, Surreal Skin Soft Blur Setting Powder in Neutral Peach. This is the number 3 powder. The only negative about this powder is it doesn't come with a sifter. So you see how the powder sits here on top? I don't like that part. Maybe if it also came with a puff, like the ones that come with the puff on top also can keep the powder from coming out and dumping out. So it needs something, but it doesn't have it. And it's a little less powder in this than some of my other powders, but it's okay. It's a fantastic powder. It's the powder that I used to set my face today, and definitely can tell when I use this powder that my makeup locks in. I would definitely agree that it blurs. I didn't put any additional powder on the brush, but it's just a very good powder, and I purchased it in the peach. I wanted something that still looked kind of translucent but was a little darker for my brown skin, so I went with the peach shade, and it is a really good powder. So definitely this might be one to check out, and now might be a good time to do it. There are other powders that you guys know I swear by. I swear by the Laura Mercier. I don't have the Huda over here right now. I'm almost out of both my banana bread as well as the cherry blossom cake. I'm almost out of both of those. Might need to toss one in my cart, but I love that powder as well as Givenchy. Those are my go-to powders. But now the Mario powder has joined the lineup, and it's very, very good loose powder. The other powder that I want to mention, I typically have my Pat McGrath under eye setting powder over here too, and I don't have that with me today, but that's also very good. But I have purchased the Too Faced Born This Way Soft Blur Powder in medium, and I actually put a little bit of this on. It's in like a heart-shaped compact. I put a little bit of this on in my T-zone here right before I started filming. And I really do like this pressed powder. You don't get much. It's like a little small powder. If you buff it into the skin, it really does blur the skin. So if you like pressed powder, this is a really good one to add to your collection. It's very cute packaging, and I actually enjoy that as well. Really good powder by Too Faced. And again, this one is medium, but it does come in some other shades, and I thought the medium was the best for me. Pretty certain that I mentioned these in my last video. I don't know if I had both of them. I think I had this one. These are 2 Tom Ford palettes that I have, and one is Della Creme, and it's like a neutral palette, and I actually think I was wearing this in the fall 2023, if I'm not mistaken which year it was. Sephora recommendations video, I believe. I had on like a WSSU top, and I had on a red lip, and I think this was the eyeshadow palette that I had on, the Della Creme. This is a Tom Ford Cherry Smoke palette, and it's like a cherry tint, and it looks like this. And I believe I was wearing this in a concealer video that's been pretty popular here. I believe it was my top 5 concealers in 2024. I think I had this red eyeshadow palette on. It's amazing that I can remember these things. Not everybody loves the Tom Ford quads because they're really, really expensive, and it seems like you're not getting much. They seem to me to be more for a minimalistic type of person. They're not going to be like in your face, super blingy eyeshadows, but they are pretty solid. And while they aren't overly blingy, I love these eyeshadows. The 2 that I have purchased, and I actually have this Cherry Smoke and another one because it came to me broken. And so I was able to repair the broken one, but they sent me a new one. So I have 2 of these. Even though they're a little more subtle in some ways, I think they're beautiful on my eye, and I tend to like to purchase ones that have mattes and shimmers. These 2 up here are shimmers. These are the mattes, and the same thing with this one. That's the way I like these are kind of mattes. This might be a satin, and then that's the one shimmer there. I like them. So whenever I see one that I think might work for me, I'll pick up a Tom Ford palette. Again, they're expensive. Like, I think they're now $90 perhaps, or $100. They're getting on up there. This palette is limited edition and is not sold at Sephora right now, but I believe that there's another one that maybe has a blue. It has more of a cool tone and blue color schemes in that palette, more of a smoky palette with blues in it, dark colors, grays, silvers, something. And this is by Mario, and it is Ethereal Eyes was this palette. But I just thought I would mention that this one was really good, so I would assume that the one that is sold right now is also good. These are very, very beautiful shimmers on your lid, and the mattes that he creates are so soft and easy to blend and are just beautiful. So this is an outstanding palette. So if there's one that's still at Sephora that's limited edition, the next version, I would recommend picking that up if you're interested in it, especially if it's limited edition. You might want to get that. This palette, I'm not sure if I mentioned it in previous videos or not, but this is a Too Faced palette, and I'm really surprised by how much I really like this palette. I think was wearing this in that It Cosmetics video, and I leave it on my vanity here at my house. I have two homes. I have another place that I stay during the week for work. I like to leave this one here as kind of an everyday palette, and I just think I like it because the shimmers are not too over the top. I like these multiple color stories. It's more of a nude type of palette, and every color story in some way will work for me. The one that I probably use the least is here, but even this gold, I think that was what I had on my lid in that video that I just mentioned for It Cosmetics. So I will use every color story that I'm seeing here all the time, and it's just the perfect nude palette. The palette I'm wearing today is this Natasha Denona I Need a Warm palette. When I first tried this palette, I didn't know if it was something I needed. I remember saying, did I really need this? Because everything that's in this palette is similar. So you've got various browns, but it's still brown. You've got various champagnes or golds or bronzy colors. They look similar, but you guys would not believe how many compliments I get when I put these eyeshadows on. I'm even shocked. Is what I have on today. And today I wore this duochrome shade, and you might not be able to tell it's a duochrome. You guys might not be able to tell. And I have a little bit of this kind of in the inner corner, leaning in the inner corner. But when I put this on, both of those shades, when I have worn this, a man noticed it. He's like, I really like that eyeshadow that you have on. He actually could tell that it was duochrome. And when I have worn this shade here, people notice the glitter, especially like if I walk in a restaurant where the lighting is different, or I'm just in a auditorium. I remember being at a school event in an auditorium where the lighting is a little bit different. You can really pick up the glitter on my eye. And this is at the end of the day. I've gone through the entire day, and I'm at the end of the day picking up my dinner or at a school event at night, and people are noticing the glitter in these eyeshadows. It's just amazing. So very, very good everyday palette if you like warm palettes. The other ones that I want to mention, the I Need a Nude palette, also very, very good. It's more neutral, cool, but very beautiful. Like when I wear grays or more cool clothing, that's when I will reach for this. The other one that I really love is this Natasha Denona My Dream palette. This is the one I would recommend. It's kind of dirty. This is the one I would recommend if you have a little bit deeper skin and you want a little more variety and you like color. And it does have the black. So I think you can get a little bit more dramatic look out of these shadows than the others. And it's kind of like gonna give you some of everything. So this is beautiful if you love color. And I love them all. Bronzer. The couple of bronzers that I've been really enjoying lately One is this Lawless bronzer, and I like her so much I actually gave her a bath because this is a white package. It gets pretty dirty. I believe the Lawless brand, if I'm not mistaken, is like a clean beauty brand. But this is the Lawless Summer Skin Velvet Matte Bronzer in Blazed. It is on pan. I have a lot of makeup. If I hit pan, that's telling you something. I picked it back up recently. I put it aside and was using other bronzers and have gone back to this. And lately I have really been liking a bronzer that is a little more rich in color. Like this is a very rich bronzer for my complexion, and I've just been enjoying bronzers that are a little deeper. It allows me to sort of contour as well without having to use a separate product. You kind of bronze and contour your face at the same time. The bronzer that I have on today, and I don't have on a ton of it, I love to keep it in the box. This is the Pat McGrath Labs. I'm glad I get to talk about her for something. This is the Pat McGrath Labs Divine Bronzer, and this is the shade Bronze Divinity. And when I first got this, I thought, oh, this is a little too deep for me. I think there is another shade possibly that is a better match for me, maybe. But then I've just been enjoying it even though it's darker. Like, it's sort of like this one. This has a little more red in it, but they're darker and just look very different than some of the bronzers that I typically wear. So I have really been enjoying this bronzer so much lately. And when I first got it, I tried it, I liked it, but I wasn't using it all the time. But now I want to reach for it all the time. All the time. So it's just funny how your taste changes over time. So really enjoy this. That's a very beautiful bronzer. And then the other bronzer I want to mention is the All Hours Hyper Bronze, and this is the shade number 4. This one I really like for the package. This is a YSL bronzer. It is definitely more high-end, and this one looks very different. You'll see, I'm going to swatch it too since I've been swatching the others. This one looks different than the two that I just swatched for you. So this one I wear if I am just going for a more everyday. It blends in so much with my hand that it's hard for you to see that I have something on my hand here. It's just not swatching the way these other two do, but it does look really nice on my skin. Like, my hand is deeper than my face, but this one definitely is more of an everyday shade, a true bronzer, not gonna really contour the skin that much. This is just gonna bronze and add color back where you need it to add color, and it's gorgeous. There is a deeper shade, so if you do want this bronzer and you look like me, you are my complexion, and you want something that looks more like these two, you can either buy these two or you can get the deeper shade of this. But this one I just like to wear every day when I'm going to work. I will grab this. I want to mention this Cream Melting Bronzing and Sculpting Stick. This is by Too Faced, and oh gosh, so creamy. And the color is just beautiful. Oh, I love that. And it smells like chocolate. This one is the shade Chocolate Caramel. This is probably my favorite sculpting stick of the ones that I own. And I own a few, but this one is great if you're wanting to add warmth. And I love this. It's beautiful. I think I have a little short where I'm trying this on, but it is so great. And I'm not really a big cream person. I don't wear a lot of creams, but this one I actually will stop and take the time to use. Didn't use it today, but I will use it because I just love it so much. Another one that I want to mention that's also a cream product, this is the mini. It is in truffle, and this is the Westman Atelier, and I used that one to sculpt my nose, and it looks more like a sculpting product. It has a little deeper, more neutral shade. I've used it to sculpt my entire face, but I really enjoy using it for my nose. Also creamy, but not as creamy as the Too Faced. But this is really good, and I like that it comes in a mini. So if you want to try Westman Atelier products and you want to give this a try, you have the mini option. Don't be shy about the minis, because it is a great way to try products without spending too much, especially products like contour or cream products. I just don't think I empty those that quickly, so why not buy it in a mini? Okay, let's talk a little bit about blush. This should be no surprise to you guys. If I had to tell you guys one blush of the blushes I'm going to share, if I had to say, like, this is the one you need to go get, this is it. I have been so impressed with this blush. This is like an eye to cheek, so it can be used on your eye, and I have used it on my eyes, like as more of a monochromatic look. I will apply this all over my eye, and then I might pick up that Mario palette or a palette that has a brown, and I'll just deepen the corner, and that will be my look for the day. I've done that to go to work. This is in the shade Roman Sky, and it comes with the little brush that I have also used, and that's great in a pinch if you need it. And this is like a peach blush. It's like a peach kind of luminous blush without a lot of glitter or shimmer or any of that. It gives you this beautiful cheek. So this is one of the blushes that I have on today. It is topping another blush. So there's like this little blush combo that I've been feeling lately. This has been a blush that I have wanted to reach for every day. Like, the only time I'll reach for other ones is if peach just doesn't really go with my look. But I really wanted to wear this blush almost every day when I'm putting blush on. It is just this perfect everyday color, and the texture and just how it looks on my cheeks, I just am extremely impressed with. I filmed a short on this, and I think I maybe had this combo that I'm wearing right now. I think I had that on with my It Cosmetics foundation look. So it is just beautiful. It is a gorgeous blush. The compact, the Valentino logo, just everything about this is just to die for. I'll go ahead and talk about this one since it's the other one that I'm wearing. This one is Westman Atelier in the shade Petal, and this is a pink cream. I'll swatch this because it's easy to swatch, but it's sort of a cool tone pink maybe. It looks deeper when I swatch it, but like when you blend it out, it's just this really pretty pink shade. And I put that on first, and then I topped it with this, and I just really enjoy this either by itself or with something else on top. It has a magnetic cap, and I remember when I first bought this, I wasn't wearing it all the time, and I just recently, a few months ago, started picking it up again, trying to empty products. I'm like, oh, whoa, I'm forgetting things that I bought. And so let's use this, especially given the price of this blush. Let's make sure we're using it. And I just started enjoying it a lot. I decided to top it with the Valentino blush, and I really like the combo. So it's really good. If you just like cream blush, then you can just go with this. If you like a pretty pink, it is just really a beautiful blush. I also would recommend this Dior blush. This is Rosy Glow. It is also a gorgeous, gorgeous pink. Look at that. It looks brighter in the pan than it actually looks on your cheeks. It works so beautifully with my medium skin tone, actually in a very surprising way. Like, it just doesn't go on the way it looks here. It looks very, very different on your skin. When I show you guys what this looks like, you're just gonna be like, huh, like, look at that. It is a beautiful rouge, and it looks like it's kind of a matte, but it's very, very fine. It really looks like a natural flush. Like on my hand, it looks sort of natural, and it's that way on your cheeks. When you apply it to your cheeks, it doesn't look like you've put makeup on. It just looks like a flush to your cheeks. It's beautiful. It is such a great blush to have, and the top of this is actually pink. That's not the color of the blush. It just matches the blush. Beautiful blush by Dior. Love this. This is my Rare Beauty blush in Happy. This is a Luminous blush. I was wearing this in that top 5 2024 concealer video, and it was such a gorgeous cheek. Even though I have more mature skin and I have texture, and you try to avoid things that accent texture, I still love the Rare Beauty blushes that are a little more luminous. They definitely look luminous on the cheek. So if you don't like luminous blush, don't pick this. But Happy was my favorite shade. I have it in 3 shades. Happy was my favorite shade, still is, and I recommend this particular blush. My final blush that I want to recommend is this HAUS Labs blush, and this one is in Dragon Fruit Days. They come in a smaller size now. This was the original one, and maybe she realized we don't need that much blush, and we don't. So they come in a smaller size. This looks intimidating as well, but it's so pretty on. This is so pretty on. I was wearing this blush in a recommendations video. I believe it was a spring recommendations video for 2024. This was the blush I was wearing, and I think I recommended it because I was like so in love with how it looked on my cheeks. Again, the way it blends out, it just looks like a flush to your cheeks. Is gorgeous. So love, love, love that one by HAUS Labs as well. Let's talk about highlighter. I meant to mention this earlier, but once I realized I missed it, I was like, let's just mention it with the highlighters. This is the Forever Glow Star Filter, and mine is in the shade 4. I actually am wearing this underneath my foundation today, and part of any of the overall radiance that you are seeing on my skin is coming from this. And I definitely recommend that you pick something up like this during the sale. It's Dior. Dior's a little pricier. It's one of those products that just adds that beautiful radiance underneath foundation. You can also use it on top of foundation. It's just a nice multitasking type of product. So if you're looking for something sort of like the Charlotte Tilbury, this would be great. I also want to mention the Rare Beauty highlighter. I've mentioned her in the past. I'm going to swatch this just so you see how fantastic that is. Much more affordable than some other brands, but if you're looking like for a blingy highlighter, this is the one. She's good. She's very good. The highlighter that I'm wearing today that just always looks good on, like always is gorgeous on, is this Fenty Beauty highlighter, and this one is in Afternoon Snack Mo Honey. And I'm just going to mix them together here and swatch here. And it's more of a bronzy color. The other one is a little brighter, so it just looks really pretty on my medium brown skin. And another shade that I have hit pan on that I also love is Mean Money Hustler Baby. And it's more of a kind of gold. And I wanted to mention these in particular because I have repurchased the Fenty Beauty highlighters more than any other highlighter. I have this highlighter in 4 or 5 different shades, and I love Fenty's highlighters. They are so good. I have some fragrance, hair care, body care. So let me run through that really quickly. Then we'll talk about lips. I want to mention this Fenty, the Home Curl Defining Cream. And this one is in a mini. I did use it on my curls today. And I really do love this curling defining cream. I love the smell of it. I purchased it during the last Sephora sale. It has been wonderful. I don't want to spend a lot of time on it because I don't think I have that many curly haired people who are following me. But if you do follow me and you do have curly hair, this one is really good for a natural style. Also during that sale, I purchased the Crown the Leave-In Conditioner, and this was a mini and I have almost emptied it, and this is also very good. I used this today as well. So these two were wonderful additions to my hair care routine. I have absolutely thoroughly enjoyed it and definitely recommend if you have natural styles and you're looking for something to add to your natural hair routine. Another hair care product that I want to mention is the Olaplex number 6. I have this on today as well. This is the Bond Smoother Leave-In and Style Treatment. It adds moisture and strengthens and reduces frizz for up to 72 hours. When I shampoo my hair, I really enjoy using like a pump or two of this as a leave-in treatment, and it does do exactly what it says. It kind of helps keep the frizz down. If I did not have these curling products in my hair right now, it would probably be like this big and frizzy and doing who knows what. So these really help control my hair and just make it look its best. Right now at this home, I only have this product in this toasted marshmallow scent, and I don't think they have it in toasted marshmallow right now. If they do, you might want to grab it. This was like the holiday scent that they had, and it really does smell like toasted marshmallows. It's so yummy. So the last one that she had before toasted marshmallow was warm cinnamon, and I just love those buttery, cinnamony, marshmallowy scents in the body butter. So I hope that each holiday season, the holiday scent is something more like that and not just the original scent. But the original scent comes in like a lavender package, and this one is white. This is the Fenty Butter Drop. I didn't say that, but this is the Fenty Butter Drop. It is my favorite body butter at the moment. You can't go wrong with this, especially as we're beginning to see warmer months and you're wearing your skin out. This is going to give you the most beautiful skin. The original one, I believe, has like a little shimmer in it, and this one might as well, but you see a little bit of a glow, a little shimmer mixed into this body butter on your skin, so your skin just looks like it is glistening. A couple of fragrances that I want to recommend, guys. One is this Heavy Cream by Fleur. This is definitely what it says, a heavy cream. It's a creamy mist. It's a hair and body fragrance mist, so you can use it in your hair and all of your body. And whenever I wear this, people ask me if they get close to me, because it is a mist, it's not a perfume. But if I hug someone and I have this on, people do smell it and want to know what it is. So it is just a nice creamy scent, and I like to layer it with other things. So it's just a very good kind of weekend at the mall, errands, date night, not too much kind of fragrance. So nice heavy cream scent. I like this. The other fragrance that I want to mention is probably my most complimented fragrance ever. This is the Valentino fragrance, Born in Roma. And I'll pop up the notes for this. It's got vanilla and maybe jasmine in it. This is the Intense. Look at this beautiful bottle. Look, first off, let's just admire this beautiful bottle. Like, it's so pretty. I purchased the Born in Roma in the pink bottle, the original one, and I really like that. But I didn't get a lot of compliments when I wore it. I just liked the way it smelled. It smelled nice. Nobody smelled me. Another YouTuber was talking about this one and was specifically saying you have to get the Intense, and was saying how many compliments she gets when she wears this. And I'm like, okay, I gotta go smell this. I sprayed it on myself at Ulta. Then I went to Chick-fil-A. I remember this day. I went to Chick-fil-A. I didn't buy it that day. And as I was placing my order, the person could smell the fragrance coming out of my car. She just said, I don't know what you're wearing, but you smell great. I just want to smell whatever's in your car. That's what she said. At that moment, I said, okay, I'm going back and buying that. So I bought it. And when I wear this to work, I kid you not, it has the sillage. You know, the fragrance lingers wherever you go. And everywhere I go throughout the entire day, someone compliments the fragrance. If I'm in my office, someone walks in my office and says, what is that smell? Like, it smells so great in here. What is that? Everybody. Not just one person, everybody. And they notice it every single time I wear this fragrance, that I'm wearing this. And one lady told me she had it in her car. If you want a fragrance that everyone is going to smell and you smell just yummy, this is it. Back to lips. Let's start with this lip treatment. I'm going to add it on top of what I have on today. I did that, I think, the first time I maybe tried this on, I put it on top of something and loved it. This is Ulla Henriksen, and this is the Pout Preserve Peptide Treatment. I think this one is Strawberry Sorbet. Love this. It has a little bit of a sweet taste, and it smells like Strawberry Shortcake, the baby doll. So I love this, and I probably wear this one the most more because it's pink, and I like the color. But my favorite experience, the favorite one that I really enjoy is Creme Brulee. And this one is more of a nude, kind of creamy brown color, but it smells so good. It smells so good. Oh. So the experience of using a creme brulee is just wonderful, and I love these. We'll definitely continue to buy them. They are fantastic lip treatments, so I definitely recommend these two products. I also want to recommend this lip liner by Makeup Forever. This is the first one that I've purchased. This is an Endless Brown, and it is a deeper brown than what I usually use. It's not the one I'm wearing today. Today I wanted a more pink lip, so I have on the Cool Brown by Anastasia Beverly Hills, but I have been reaching for this one every day, and it surprises me because it's a deep brown. Like, this one is, just to give you guys an idea, look at how dark that is, and then this is the other one that I'm wearing by Anastasia right now. So see how the Anastasia is more of a medium brown and this is much deeper. I have really been enjoying this. I do want to buy it in some other shades and see if I can find the brown that looks more like this, because I bet they have one. But I have really enjoyed this Makeup Forever lip pencil. It's been fantastic. So love that. Love the Anastasia one as well if you're looking for lip pencils. Also, lots of hype around the Lawless Forget the Filler lip gloss, and Lawless actually sent this one to me a long time ago, and this one is Cherry Vanilla, and the only reason that I still have quite a bit of it is I don't wear like a reddish lip all the time. But when I do wear this, it is very, very beautiful, and it kind of helps fill the lines on your lips. So if you have a aging lip, then these Forget the Filler lip glosses are wonderful for handling the aging lips. This is the one that I happen to have over here, but I have this in like 3 colors. One is like a cherry color, and then there's a pink that I really, really enjoy. I think that one might be in my purse. But this is a Summer Fridays lip gloss or lip balm, and this is the Sweet Mint one. I bought it in a trio, and I really like the Summer Fridays lip balms in whatever shade you prefer, but they're very good. They're a little less thick than this Pout Preserve that I'm wearing. They're much more just the everyday kind of nice lip balm to have. It has a mint scent, and then it has a little bit of a tingle, I believe. Just a little, you feel that refreshing feel on your lips, but it's a really good lip balm. Love that. Slip, I believe, is the shade of this particular Tom Ford lipstick. And this one is just like a pink. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it, but this is a kind of pink shade. I usually like this in Spanish pink, and that's in a warmer pink. This seems to be more of a cooler pink, and I like this as well, but I really like Spanish pink. But I wanted to mention Tom Ford again because it's a pricier lipstick, and I love Tom Ford lipstick. It's my favorite lipstick formula. I actually, oh, here's Spanish pink right here. I knew I'd gotten it. Spanish pink is a lighter pink. I don't know if you can tell the difference. One is sort of warm and one is a little cooler. It is just the creamiest lipstick. What I've been wearing on my lips today was Bitch Perfect by Charlotte Tilbury. That's the kind of pinky nude lipstick that I've been wearing today. It's actually similar in color to Spanish pink. I love Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks as well, and just decided to wear that today, but have been totally in love with her lipsticks for a while as well. But Tom Ford for sure is my favorite lipstick formula. My creamy lipstick formula is the one. They are expensive. Now's a good time to pick them up during the sale. Here's what I have in my cart. I have the Caudalie Yummy Bougie Marshmallow Perfume. it says it's intense. And when I purchased my Haus Labs concealer, I think I purchased a Tarte concealer, and I purchased this product, the Caudalie. I sprayed that fragrance in store that day and loved it, but I was there for the specific reason to buy the items that I just mentioned, and I didn't want to purchase a $138 fragrance that day when I know there's going to be a sale. So I'm like, there's a sale coming, let's save it. So it's in my cart. We'll see if it makes it. I also have another mini of the Crown Affair leave-in conditioner that I mentioned earlier. Probably will get that in the mini. I have the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Blurring Loose Baking and Setting Powder in Banana Bread. Even though I'm almost out of the Cherry Blossom Cake, I just purchased another pink powder from another brand during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. So I figured if I'm gonna buy the Huda powder, to buy it in my original shade. So I'm not sure yet whether I need that right now or not, because I'm not completely empty yet. So maybe I'll get it, maybe I won't, but it is in my cart. I have the Very Valentino 24-hour Wear Hydrating Concealer in my cart, and I have it in the shade MN number 2. And I think because I'm just loving everything Valentino, that fragrance is great, that blush is great, I thought, let me try this concealer. It's probably good too. So I have the concealer in my cart. We'll see if it makes it. I don't need any more concealer. I mean, guys, some of these are almost full over here. Why do I need another concealer? I have a backup in my cart of the Natasha Denona Hygiene Energizing and Hydrating Primer Serum that I just mentioned to you guys earlier. That's how much I love that primer. I don't want to be without it, but I have quite a bit left in that container. Like, it's not going to be empty anytime soon. So do I need that backup or not? Don't like for products that I love to empty and leave the home. I like to have a backup of it if it's something I know I don't want to be without. I just don't want to have to jog my own memory. And what was that primer that I used to like? I just don't want to do that. So that's why I have it in the cart. I don't want to be without it. I have the Natasha Denona Bloom eyeshadow palette. It is in the pink and red family, and I love a good red smoky eye on myself. I love how it looks on me, and it's something I enjoy wearing. And I used to love the Bloom Quad. There was a blush palette, a face palette that she had that was Bloom, and it was like my go-to. I love that palette. I think I ended up giving it to my daughter, but I absolutely loved it. This eyeshadow palette will probably make me feel like that Bloom palette did. So it's in the cart. It will probably stay. I also have the YSL Make Me Blush 24-hour Buildable powder blush in my cart. The shade I have is Nude Lavalier, and it's more of the like mauvey purple family, and I thought this would be a good one for me to try because I don't have a blush that's that color. I didn't want to buy another coral blush or another pink blush. I wanted to buy something that's different than what I already have. I want to try the YSL blushes because I've heard good things about them, but I'm so in love with the Valentino blush that I only want to try one of the YSL blushes. Let me see if it's any good, because the Valentino blush is just that good. I don't know if the YSL can touch it. I also have another Fenty Beauty, the Home Curl Defining Styling Cream that I also just mentioned. I have another one of those minis in my cart. The minis have lasted me from one sale to the next sale, so I just don't want to buy a larger size. I have other hair care products that I also mix in with those two, so the minis are fine. I recently picked up, I have a miniature, like a sample size of this product, and I really loved how it made my skin feel. So I started using it again and thought, maybe I need a larger size of this. This is a really unusual product. This is the Cora Organics Mini Noni Glow Radiant Face Oil with antioxidants. I used to have this product in a roller ball. I used to have a similar product that goes under the eye by this brand, and I really could tell that my eyes kind of plumped, and it was doing something to make my under eyes look better whenever I used that Cora brand eye product. So I really think that I will enjoy this oil on my face because I really like the small one that I have, but I don't know if I want to buy it. It's in the cart right now because I don't want to forget about it. So I put it in my cart when I started using the sample, and I don't want to forget that I have it, but I don't know if I'm going to buy it. It's so unusual. Do I really need that? Because why do you need to buy this oil if you still have the sample you haven't even emptied? Like, do you really need it? Do you really need it? The final product in my cart right now is the Valentino Eye to Cheek eyeshadow and blush. And the one I have is in Born in Roma. It's so ironic because that's the name of this fragrance. And then they have an blush in that same name. But this one is like a pink shade. So I did want to pick that up in pink since I have the peach. I want to see if that peach shade in Roman Sky, is that an anomaly? I just like it because I like that particular shade, or do I really like this Valentino blush? Like, is it my new kind of go-to blush formula? And it's $52. Like, it's pretty expensive. The YSL one is $45. So now would be the time to purchase both of those because they are pricey blushes. If I'm going to get them, I need to get them during the sale. So yeah, those are the products that I have in my cart at the moment. And I have a tendency to continue to add, take away. So what I actually end up purchasing might look very different than what is in the cart. So those are my recommendations for the upcoming Sephora Savings Event sale. I'd love to know what you are planning to buy. Chime in the comments if there are products that you currently love that you recommend that other people consider picking up so that we can read it in the comments. I'd love to know your thoughts. And also, those are the products that are currently in my cart. Make sure that you check out my haul when I post it to find out what I actually end up picking up, because things go in the cart, things come out of the cart. So thank you so much for joining me for today's video. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below and I will respond. And if you've not already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button before you leave. So I'll be seeing you guys again very soon in my next video. So until the next time we meet again, this is Savvy signing out.